Thank you so much for visiting us here in the booth, and thank you so much for joining our session today, how Continental transforms supply chain planning using Agentic AI. My name is Felix John. I'm a global solutions architect dedicated to Continental and been heavily involved in this pursuit here, transforming the supply chain planning. And I'm very excited to be joined here by Matthias.
Yeah, thank you, Felix. Also, a warm welcome from my side. So my name is Matthias Seidel. I'm working as a supply chain application specialist at Continental. Yeah. So before we go into our actual use case, no, that is not okay. Before we go into the use case, I'd like to briefly introduce you to who we are. So at Continental Tires, we've been driving innovation in tire technology since 1871. From our roots here in Hannover, we have grown into a global technology leader, operating in 54 countries worldwide with more than 150 years of experience. We combine premium tire performance with a strong focus on connected and sustainable mobility. Operating in 54 countries doesn't only mean we sell tires in 54 countries. We also have a global footprint of our production network. We have 19 production sites in 16 countries across 5 regions. This footprint is a major strength, but on the other hand, it also makes planning much more complex because all decisions or optimization is interconnected across plants, all capacities, materials, global logistic flows. How we transformed our supply chain with the help of AWS. So our journey started with a classic on-prem server and application setup, which limited our scalability and also slowed down innovation. So our first step was to modernize our supply chain infrastructure to bring it on a scalable AWS platform. On top of that foundation, we introduced intelligent forecasting and smart target stock calculation. This allows us to make our planning much more data-driven and accurate. And on top of that, we are now going to apply the next step. Apply AI to supply chain planning and unlock really the next level of supply chain planning performance. Yeah. So coming to the use case we wanted to address with this. So we start with a question. It looks like a very simple question, why I cannot get my tires. On the other hand, we are looking at 90,000 items in our supply chain. We have 800 locations, we have a planning horizon of more than 1 year, and in the total network we have more than 1 million intersections. So looking at that simple question, it becomes a complex problem to answer that. It is requiring a huge manual effort. Yeah, now Felix will show you how we tackled that question.
Okay, thank you so much, Matthias. So really, this is a better together story. So on one hand, as Matthias nicely explained, we have Continental. They have their deep supply chain, very complex one. They have deep domain expertise. And of course, as Matthias explained, the data foundation on AWS. And of course, we all know with any agentic application, the data is the foundation. When you don't have the data right, you can't build any AI on top of it. And then on the right, we have AWS, and we brought in our Generative AI Innovation Center, which brings a world-class AI scientists, engineers, to rapidly build AI solutions. Of course, we have deep AI, ML, and agentic AI expertise, and we have access to those core foundational services such as Amazon Bedrock Agent Core, and our Strands Agents SDK to build quickly AI agents and move them into production. So it was let's continue, let's collaborate here. We nicely complement each other, and let's go on this journey transforming the supply chain planning using agentic AI. And there's a saying that an image is worth 1,000 words, and of course, the same is true for a video. So rather than me explaining you something, let's quickly look at the video of how that supply chain or the agentic AI solution looks in practice. And maybe we can stop here for a minute. So it all starts with a simple question. Similar to what Matthias said, hey, where is my tire? Why am I not receiving my tire? And this is essentially along those lines. I'm not receiving my item. And then, we put that as input, and then, perfect, thank you. It all starts. And this is when the investigation is basically triggered. And then in the background, there's a large number of different agents now collaborating, working together. And then if we move forward, that can take some time, of course. We end up with our investigation summary. So on top here, we see, okay, given your question, we come up with a root cause analysis. And this is then basically our table here. That this is the issue, this is the root cause that we think about, and these are the key facts. As well as also supplying a supply chain graph, because I think that also helps with user acceptance. So when a business analyst is basically receiving that and viewing it, he wants to make sure, this is in check, this makes sense, and having a supply chain graph of the nodes that have been traversed in order to understand and get an answer to the question certainly helps. And of course, for now, this is in this UI, so this is basically exposed as a chatbot. But of course, we're looking into various ways in which to then integrate it into the existing landscape of Continental. So now let's take one step further and understand, okay, what is happening in the background, what you just saw in the video. And again, it all starts with a simple question. Why can I not get my tire? And this was a solutioning journey, and that's why we start with the version 1, and then we get to the final version. We do have our single supply chain agent in our first version. And as I said, it starts with a question, and then we start the investigation, similar to what you just saw in the video. And of course, it always starts with where the customer demand is. So in this case, this is the regional distribution center. And then what follows is what we call the expansion phase. And this is where we now go upstream in our supply chain network, go from our regional distribution center to the different nodes that are affected, and basically gather supply chain information at each node in the supply chain network. So we have our agent having access to a set of limited tools, so we can go to our different nodes and then basically query, retrieve data. And then last but not least, we then end up with the third phase, which is the contraction. And so we have now traversed our supply chain network. We do have now access to all the information. And now this is the contraction where we now perform the root cause analysis based on the aggregated information. And this was a solid start, but we iterated from here. Reasons being, there were some drawbacks or some limitations in the first version that you can see here. One is our supply chain agent had only access to a limited set of tools, so that when we go to our different nodes in our supply chain network, we could only query and retrieve a subset of information. Also, there was a question of scalability. How can I make sure that, down the line, I might add, 20, 30 new tools, and at some point my agent becomes overwhelmed, maybe simply losing context. And last but not least, our contraction phase in the initial first version was fairly deterministic. It was fairly hard-coded in the sense of given that information, do this, given that information, do that. So it was a good, solid start, don't get me wrong, but I think we could do better. And so we kept working together, iterated, and came up with our final version. And the biggest change was that we went away from having a single agent to some multi-agent setup. So we have our orchestration agent that is there to basically delegate the work. And then we do have very specialized agents. So when we traverse our supply chain network, we have those specialized agents going to the specific nodes. And that setup is inherently more scalable. And that was, I think, a key success here in this final version. Because if you think about it, now I can just add one more agent if I have to, one more specialized agent, or I can just add more tools to my already existing agents, but I don't have or don't run the risk of overwhelming my agent here. And my orchestration agent is really here to just delegate the tasks, delegate the work to the one that is supposed to do the work. And then we saw that earlier. Basically, the core workflow remains fairly similar. So still, we have the investigation. We start here. We start with where the demand is. And then we traverse the internet. We traverse our supply chain network now with a much larger set of tools. So now we're not limited to a subset of information, but we could be much broader, could focus on much more use cases and scenarios. And then again, we have our contraction phase. And also here, we put a lot of work into our contraction phase. If you remember, in our initial version, this was fairly deterministic, fairly hard-coded. Now, in our contraction phase, we actually had a deep reasoning agent that would basically weigh the different evidence, think about different trade-offs, and then come up with a conclusive root cause analysis. One last thing I want to highlight here is that we also focus a lot on avoiding hallucinations within our agents, because as we all know, agents can do mistakes. So we made sure that our agent should rather give no answer than a wrong answer. So this is also something that we really focused on. Okay, and then with that, I'd like to hand it over back to Matthias.
Yeah, so now that you got an idea of our agent solution, we also wanted to show you what we achieved, what we learned, and what are the next steps. So what we achieved, we could prove we can reach up to 90% faster investigation time. So for specific use cases, reducing the investigation time from 1 hour to 5 minutes. This combined with higher accuracy and fewer manual efforts really gives us the ability to get deeper planning insights and much better understanding also for business colleagues to, for our planning results. Yeah. So what have we learned? Agentic AI is really making complex supply chain outcomes explainable in a non-technical, let's say, business adequate language. And that this, at the beginning we had that strong idea, and this could be turned into a working solution very quickly, with the right partner. On the other hand, we had also technical learnings, let's say. So traversing this supply chain graph in a deterministic manner, so means using classic deterministic root causing and enhancing it with an agent reasoning capability is really good showcase for how agentic AI can be used to enhance existing solutions. What are the next steps we're planning? So we're planning to extend the agent functional scope, because also this second version of that pilot phase still has not the full scope we need to enable it for productive integration. But we're looking for adding this functional skills and enabling a productive integration into our planning processes. And I'm really looking forward to tackle that challenge together with AWS and especially with the support from Felix. Yeah, handing over.
Thank you, Matthias. Thank you so much for being with me on the stage.